Remember when everyone thought hybrid work was the future? Well, it's already over. In 2020, remote work was the revolution. By 2022, hybrid work, half office, half home, was the big promise. But in 2025, something new is happening. A quiet shift that's transforming how we work, not just where we work. It's called blended work, and it's changing everything. Instead of humans and AI working separately, we're now working together. Every day, millions of people use tools like ChatGPT, Notion AI, or Copilot to write, design, brainstorm, and manage tasks. What used to take a whole team can now happen with just one person and one powerful AI partner. But this isn't just about technology. Blended work is reshaping the job market, office culture, and even our social lives. The way we collaborate, make decisions, and measure success is being rewritten in real time. So in this video, we'll explore what blended work really means, how it's changing society, and what you can do right now to stay ahead of the curve. From remote to hybrid, the short-lived revolution. When the world went remote in 2020, it felt like a glimpse of freedom. No commute, flexible hours, working from anywhere. It was the dream millions had been waiting for. Productivity didn't collapse like many CEOs feared. In fact, it often went up. Suddenly, work-life balance seemed possible. But over time, cracks began to show. The endless video calls, the blurred lines between work and home, the loneliness. Remote work wasn't perfect. So, companies searched for a middle ground. That's when hybrid work was born. Half office, half home, and supposedly the best of both worlds. At first, it sounded ideal. You'd go into the office for collaboration, then stay home for focus. But in practice, it created confusion. Teams were split between physical and digital spaces. Meetings doubled because everyone needed to catch up. Office culture faded. Many workers didn't know when or where they were supposed to be most productive. By 2024, surveys showed growing frustration. Companies realized hybrid models solved none of the deeper issues: communication, engagement, and meaning at work. Because the real question wasn't where we worked, it was how we worked, and with whom. That's when a new pattern started to appear. Instead of trying to balance humans between home and office, people began balancing humans and AI. The next revolution was already forming: blended work. The birth of blended work. So, what exactly is blended work? It's the next stage in how we organize work, not around places, but around partnerships between humans and AI. Instead of replacing jobs, artificial intelligence is becoming a co-worker. It handles the repetitive, analytical, and time-consuming parts of work, while humans bring creativity, judgment, and emotional intelligence. Think about it. A marketing intern can now brainstorm campaigns with ChatGPT. A designer can generate visuals with Midjourney in seconds. An HR manager can write policies with the help of Notion AI. It's not just using tools, it's working together. This shift didn't happen overnight. Companies began experimenting quietly after seeing that hybrid work alone wasn't enough. Productivity tools were merging with AI. Meetings became smarter, documents wrote themselves, and reports were generated automatically. People realized the real colleague sitting next to them might not even be human. Blended work is already spreading fast. Tech startups use it to scale small teams. Marketing agencies create entire campaigns with half the staff they had 2 years ago. Even traditional industries, law, finance, consulting, are integrating AI partners into their daily workflow. And here's the key: this isn't just about efficiency. Blended work is changing roles. Employees are no longer just executors, they're AI orchestrators. Managing technology becomes as important as managing people. Those who learn to speak AI gain an instant advantage. We've moved beyond remote and hybrid. The new question is no longer, where do you work? It's, who do you work with, and how much of that partner is AI? How it changes daily work and society. The rise of blended work is doing more than changing job titles. it's reshaping daily life. A few years ago, a typical morning started with emails, Slack messages, and coffee. Now it starts with prompts. People ask their AI assistant to summarize meetings, write reports, or plan their day. Tasks that once took hours now take minutes, freeing up time, but also raising expectations. Because when everyone can produce faster, the new question becomes, how much can you really deliver? This shift is quietly rewriting what productive means. In a blended environment, you're not just measured by your effort, but by how effectively you use AI to amplify your output. It's a new kind of professional intelligence, part human, part digital. And that transformation extends far beyond the workplace. Companies are rethinking training programs, replacing Excel tutorials with AI onboarding. Schools and universities are teaching students how to collaborate with algorithms. Governments are discussing how to regulate a workforce that no longer fits into traditional categories of employee or contractor. Socially, the effects are mixed. On one hand, blended work offers flexibility and opportunity. People can create, learn, and earn from anywhere, often with less burnout. Small teams can compete with big corporations by leveraging smart tools. On the other hand, it creates new divides between those who master AI and those who fall behind. The digital literacy gap is quickly becoming the new class divide. There's also a subtle psychological shift. Some workers feel more independent and empowered. Others feel isolated, unsure where human collaboration fits in. The sense of belonging that came from office life is harder to recreate when your main partner is a chatbot. In short, blended work isn't just a tech trend, it's a social evolution. We're witnessing the rise of a new kind of workforce. Not remote, not hybrid, but symbiotic, humans and machines learning to share the same workspace. Winners, losers, and the skills that matter now. Every workplace shift creates winners and losers, and blended work is no exception. The winners are those who learn how to work with AI instead of against it. They treat technology as a teammate, not a threat. These are the new AI-savvy professionals, people who understand prompts, workflows, and the creative limits of automation. They're not all engineers or coders. In fact, some of the biggest winners are in creative and strategic roles. Copywriters who use ChatGPT to refine 10 ideas instead of writing one. Designers who use AI to prototype concepts instantly. Managers who delegate routine reporting to automation and focus on leading people. In this new economy, AI literacy is just as essential as digital literacy once was. But what about the losers? The truth is, routine office jobs are disappearing faster than anyone expected. Report analysts, schedulers, and basic admin roles. Tasks that can be automated are being automated. These jobs don't vanish overnight, but they evolve. The people who keep them are those who learn to use AI to do their work faster, smarter, and more creatively. So what skills matter now? System thinking, understanding how human and AI tasks connect. Prompt communication, knowing how to ask AI the right questions. Ethical awareness, using automation responsibly. Adaptability, continuously learning, experimenting, and improving. In short, the new career ladder isn't about seniority, it's about synergy. The ones who rise will be those who can blend human judgment with machine precision. Because in the future of work, your biggest competitor and your best partner might just be the same AI system. So, where does this all lead? We've gone from remote work to hybrid, and now to blended work. A world where humans and AI share the same workspace. It's not a trend, it's the next evolution of how we think, create, and collaborate. The question isn't whether AI will take your job. The question is whether you'll learn to work with it. Those who adapt will gain freedom, speed, and creative power like never before. Those who resist will find themselves stuck in systems that no longer fit. The future belongs to the ones who can balance both, the human touch and the machine's precision. So start learning how to collaborate with AI, not compete against it. And if you want more insights into the future of work, career growth, and digital skills, subscribe now and stay ahead of what's coming next.